Gunline. We got a fire mission coming down for that ass today. Check it out, y'all. Normally I don't start off with a typical fucking rant or an opinion on, well, yeah, I do. But this one's it's a little more close to home because one thing I can't stand and I will not stand for is somebody that I served with, went to combat with, and fucking know what this man is all about, try to be called out on TikTok about where he's been and what he's done about his service. So to that asshole who try to call my boy Hunt out about what have you done, or how long have you been, or whatever the fuck he was saying, you can go fuck yourself, guy. I mean, I don't know who you are, don't know if you served, don't really give two shits if you did or didn't, but you don't fucking talk shit about a man in his service. That obviously shows you want to make a dick measuring contest. That usually comes by motherfuckers that probably never saw shit. The closest they came to firing their fucking weapon at somebody was a goddamn silhouette at the goddamn Kuwait border when they were fucking re-zeroing their weapon. So, that's who usually does all that shit talking. My boy over here, Hunt, he wasn't the initial push through fucking, and he doesn't need to prove himself to anybody. I'm standing up for him because I will not allow for somebody to disrespect my man like this. He's had my back when motherfuckers on the civilian sector would come at my ass saying, what have you done or whatnot, but we kept it on the low between us. But at the same time, you just don't do that shit. Don't come at him. And then when he shows his uniform, showing his combat stripes, showing his motherfucking medals that he's earned. I repeat, fucking, I'll say again, earned, because we're full artillery. We don't say repeat. We say again. Earned. All right. Yeah, he doesn't have a Bronze Star, but guess what? Because we all know how the fucking Army award system works. All right. And then you try to clown my boy that he was in for so many years and he didn't make Sergeant First Class. You know what, my friend? Again, you should know what the fuck you're talking about before you talk about it. All right. My man didn't make Sergeant First Class. You know what? Politics is politics in the fucking military. It is what it motherfucking is. Call it a spade. All right. So,
yeah. And don't forget, there's like, oh my God, no camp. Like, bitch, they handing bitches out like fucking candy. Are you serious? Like
that was gonna be my icing on the cake.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Icing on the cake was gonna be the CAB, the Combat Action Badge. Check it out. Do you need a dick measuring ruler for a cab? You need that? Because check it out. I don't know if you know this, but the cab didn't come out into play till after what, 04, 05? That's when the cab was introduced. And unfortunately, in the initial invasion, the initial push, there wasn't something for that. And then maybe they could have done it retroactively. However, he had moved to a different unit. And I don't know if you understand this, but sometimes shit gets lost and not everything gets a SIR, not everything gets written down. So my boy got fucked on that. But either way, you know what? We're not here to dick. You know what the biggest award affects us? Fuck a Bronze Star. Fuck a Archon with a V device. You know what we wanted? A motherfucking St. Barb.
Yeah, I wanted to say bars,
baby. We wanted to say Barb. So, again, to the asshole on the TikTok, I wish I had your fucking name. You can go fuck yourself, all right?
It's crazy. He actually deleted
fucking Vaseline, you piece of fucking shit. And all you shit talking motherfuckers on TikTok, all y'all do is wolf shit. Sell wolf tickets. Don't talk about it, be about it. Let your motherfucking uniform talk shit. And you know what? Make sure you show shit that you earned. Oh, you got a Bronze Star. Guess what? So did a fucking Butterbar LT that didn't do a goddamn thing in the goddamn talk. All right? So unless your shit got a V device on it, I don't want to hear shit. I'll fucking take a AAM with a V device over a Bronze Star that you got because you were motherfucking just in the right place at the right time, sucking the right fucking dick. Go fuck yourself. With that said, welcome Lee Hunt, welcome Urena. How y'all doing today?
Good, man. It's crazy that you talk about that because I know a guy that had an AAM with a V device. He did some. This was OIF1. He did some shit, and they just gave him an AM with a V device. You know what I'm saying? Instead of like not an Archon, not like, hey, I mean, it is what it is.
You know what I'm saying? Sorry, and I apologize to the listeners that had to listen to that rant right now, but at the same time, I don't. I mean, this is what we do on the gun line. We talk shit, we shoot the shit, and we say it how it is on the gun line, y'all. What's going on, Urena? How you doing today? Sorry to throw that shit on you on your lap right there.
No, you're good. I thought I missed something. So I try not to read any comments ever whenever I post anything. I don't, because you're gonna spiral. Like, there's always one person that is gonna be the loudest, and I just never read. I read other people's videos comments so I can laugh, but I'll never read my own comments, because that would just lead to craziness. There's no, you just get so stressed out. I'm good.
I mean, go ahead, Hunt.
Oh, I was gonna say, man, like it's crazy because once again, like I was trying to tell him in the things, like, listen, man, I'm not doing this to be like a dick measuring contest myself. It's like, you called me out, motherfucker. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? You called me out, and then you deleted your whole fucking account when everybody was getting on your ass. And it's like, and like I said, man, I'm not saying that I did anything above and beyond the Call of Duty. I was proud to be a gray man. That was my whole goal. Be a fucking gray man. Don't be too much of a turd, which I was a turd. Don't be motherfucking a goddamn superhero. Just be in between. Try to just be great.
You know, and the motherfuckers that talk the most shit, you know, the empty can rattles the most. You know what I'm saying? Is a motherfucker that just, you know, needs that fucking just, you know, the I'll just leave it at that. The empty can rattles the most. If y'all get that fucking analogy, you get it. I stole that from Metallica, you know, and anyways, with that being said, y'all, it just irks me, man. I don't like when people fucking try to dick measure. He did call you out. I saw the thread, you know what I mean? And then they started trying to jump on you, you know, talking shit about your service. And dude, get the fuck out of here. Anyways, y'all, what's up with fucking Ukraine then, or whatever the fuck is going on out there? Y'all ready to go fucking World War III style?
No, not y'all, Urena. You ready to go World War III? Don't you see these locks? These locks mean I ain't got to do a damn thing.
It's never gonna happen. We're softer than baby shit. Like, we're not gonna fight anybody.
You don't think so, man?
No, man. I know we're not. Like, we didn't do shit in 2014 when Ukraine fucking got parts of their country taken. We didn't do shit in 2008. When we had military in the ground in the country of Georgia, and then fucking parts of Georgia got taken by Russia. Yeah. We're not gonna do shit, man. And then today they're like, oh, we're gonna impose economic sanctions on Russia. Can you imagine if Russia went on their news and said, hey, we're gonna put economic sanctions on the United States? What do you think as an American? You gonna be like, okay, whatever, dude? Like, it's some bullshit. Like, they're doing the same thing. They don't give a fuck. Like, we can sanction. They got just as many trade partners as we do. Like, they'll be all right. They give two shits. If they want to take a country, they're just gonna take it, and we're not gonna do anything about it. We're gonna watch and bitch. And that's it. Just the way it goes, man.
Well, what do you think about China when they're like, the U.S. is disrespecting them by not having diplomatic delegates or whatever, and they said that we will pay the price. Same shit.
They're just saying political shit, because if we were really serious about having a real problem with the Olympics, we would have not competed in the Olympics, period. But because we're only half bite, we're still going to compete in the Olympics, and then somehow we're going to have this economic diplomatic bullshit against this country that we're already like against and publicly outspoken against. Like, what are you doing that's so different than before? Like, how many sanctions are you going to say we're going to put on you? Like, we're at 1,000 already. Dude. We're not going to do shit. And in fact, we're not going to do so much shit that China's going to take over fucking Taiwan and Russia's going to take over Ukraine at the same exact time, because we don't know what the fuck we're doing, and we're not going to do shit about it. Count on that.
You heard it here first on the gun line, dude. It trips me out. I want to say that, you know, we're still a force to be reckoned with, which is, I guess, what white people say when you're like something to, you know, stand up to. I guess I never understood that phrase, honestly. I just hear it a lot, but I want to still say that we're Billy Badass on the block, you know, that we're still respected. But I go back to social media and the shit that I see on there by our leaders, you know, it kind of, I kind of want to just say, thank God I'm fucking out. Because it seems like there's actually some Joes that are still in that yearn for that old school military mentality. But it's the louder voice is the, oh, my pussy hurts. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I think no, I would say that every single person wants that. It's why you join. It's why you want that experience. You want that adventure. You want that toughness. Yeah, you get the educational benefits, but deep down inside, your dick gets hard because you like somebody's yelling at you, making you do push-ups. You get that like, man, I'm part of a fucking bunch of fucking killers and shit, and I say whatever I want.
right.
But we are pushing out that narrative that fucking we gotta be soft and all this stupid shit. Like that's stupid, man. Everything's stupid.
But I see a lot of leaders that do that, like you're saying, Lopez. Like they are pushing the kinder, gentler army, and like you can still get your point across where you don't have to be kinder, gentler, and you don't have to just cow tip to these motherfuckers. And it doesn't just have to be straight counseling. Oh, I'll put it on paper. I'll put it on paper. No, I'm gonna make you sweat. I'm gonna make you fucking sweat. That's what I'm gonna fucking do. And then you can bitch and cry about it, and then I'll put it on paper. But I'm gonna make you sweat first, and you better bring some water.
There's a fine balance. There's a fine balance, man. And I'm not saying you have to be like abusive and like fucking put your hands on people or anything like that, or like inhumane shit. But there's a good balance, man. And then that's what people want. That's why they join. And it's not until they join the military that people start telling them, "Oh man, you could fucking cry all you want, man." And the army's supposed to give you that. We plant the seeds. We're the ones planting the seeds on people. And that's the only reason that they fucking say this shit. When a soldier first comes into the army, he doesn't know fucking left or right or anything. Exactly. Unless we tell him what's going on, and then that's when all the bitching starts.
It, like you said, there's a balance. You don't have to. I can understand in basic training the yelling, the screaming, to break you down. So to desensitize you from your civilian side. But even in basic, that's why there's different phases. You know what I mean? They led up through the time to welcome you into this brotherhood. And then when you get to your real unit, you find out how the real army works, but it's just this disconnect that I don't understand where it's coming from. Is it the politics that, are shitting on top of the generals who are bringing it down to the fucking the section level that fucks everything up?
One guy got promoted because he was softer than baby shit, and and then two other guys that are just as soft as fucking Downey said, "Oh man, if that's how he made it, I'm gonna do the same shit and be soft. I'm not gonna fucking do this shit because if I yell, I'm gonna get in fucking trouble." But you are the law, so why are you fucking worried that you're gonna get in trouble? And then they move up, and then 4 more people see that fucking baby turd fucking get promoted, and then fucking it keeps spiraling down, and then now you got this crazy fucking stupid shit. It's all stupid, man.
Hunt, should we bring back OSUT?
Yeah, man. They have it at it's still, some of them are OSUT. They still do OSUT at still.
Really?
Well, they move across the tracks, but I still consider that OSUT because it's still at the same place.
Well, I mean, but the OSUT that we came through was had the same fucking people all 16 fucking weeks.
Same barracks, same bunk. Drill sergeant marched us to the motor pool where the instructors were at, and then marched us back. Yeah, but yeah, they should do that. I mean, this is. Man, I forgot where I was going. Oh yeah, so going back to where you're talking about, they break it down and build you up. Your boy Shivari told me exactly why they do that shit. He told me, he was like, in basic, when y'all go to basic, right? He said, if we see you doing good during like your PT test, that first initial one, if we see that you're a stud, you're just knocking out them push-ups, them sit-ups, they're like, nah, we gonna fuck with you. We gonna make sure that you fail. We'll do it on purpose. We will stop counting till you're fucking up, break your confidence. So we'll do that a couple of times, and then we'll go ahead and count all your shit the right way. Because like we have to make sure that you know that you're not just hot shit. You're just not going to come in here and run shit.
Right.
I was like, you motherfuckers. I was like, because like I failed like my first two PT tests after we got out of reception. I failed my first two, and I was like, how the fuck am I failing this shit? They were like, you need to do more push-ups. And I was like, fuck. At nighttime, I just be in there just knocking out push-ups left and right. Come to find out, them assholes did that shit on purpose.
Go ahead, Urena.
Yeah, I go back to the saying that you could put lipstick on a pig, it's still a fucking pig, man. Like you could make OSUT like come back and make it 80 fucking weeks, ain't gonna make a difference, man. The infantry has OSUT and they're fucking 21 weeks, I think, 22 weeks. So you figure they'd be fucking tough as shit because their fucking shit's almost like twice as long as the fucking Marines. So you figure you'd have some fucking cock diesel motherfuckers, man. Not just the soft. Like it comes down to if you have soft ass instructors or whatever, and it's not that they're soft. Let me backtrack. Let me pedal back. It's not the instructors they don't come into this shit soft. Right. They just get taught soft ways, right? Because they have soft fucking leaders and stuff, and that trickles down to the fucking privates, and I see it all the time. So even if Fort Sill and 13 Bravo was brought back fucking OSUT, it wouldn't make a difference, man, because you'd have soft ass fucking training for even longer periods of time now.
So I guess my let me rephrase. They should bring back OSUT with the let the combat arms be combat arms, train as combat arms should train versus soft skills MOSs, you know. And this whole army of one concept, you know, when I saw army commercials growing up, I didn't see S1, you know, doing file missions. You know, I saw fucking motherfuckers rappelling out of helicopters, airborne operations being conducted, you know, cannons fucking blowing shit up. I didn't see human resources,
people passing out pins.
You know what I'm saying? I didn't see skill craft pens being put together and used to write. You know what I'm saying? That's my thing. Give the people what they want, you know. Go ahead, Urena.
They combine, you know, you could have 100 fucking 11 Bravos come in, become drill sergeants and stuff, but and of course it'd be the hardest fuck, man. You know, they'd be tough motherfuckers. You put like 20, 13 Bravos in a room together and be like, hey, you guys are gonna be drill sergeants. But the way the Army balances that shit is they'll put a 92 Yankee on top as your sergeant major. And that 92 Yankee is going to be like, why are you yelling at these privates? It's not how you run shit. And then he's going to forcefully soften these dudes.
So it comes down to doctrine.
Yeah. So it's just the system. The system is designed to turn these tough dudes that join to be tough people. And the system says, no, we want you to be tough the way we want you to be tough. And tough to the Army is baby shit. And then it's how the machine works. And then once you get that drill badge, that's basically you're like automatically gonna get moved up and rank fast and stuff. So now you're gonna have these ideals where it's like, I gotta be hard and I gotta be tough and stuff because I could still yell at privates and stuff, you know, in the soft ass baby shit manner. And then now roles are it's snowballing into crap. Gotcha. That's where we're at right now. That's why like they got rid of the shark attack. Because some guy didn't want to get in trouble because they were yelling at privates and fucking the attrition was 10% and stuff. Now it's at 0%. You know, all of a sudden they changed their ways and this 10% fucking it's zero. They're green on their fucking metrics and shit.
Fucking,
you know,
metrics.
And it's probably it's fucking stupid, man.
Bro, let me ask you something. Is this shirt still available?
No, nothing is well actually maybe I'd have to send you the long link to the Teespring. So you'd have to probably go to like Teespring /stores or something.
Right.
/GI Vandals.
I gotcha. I'm just saying because that's what we're sounding like right now is a bunch of barracks lawyers. So if y'all want a shirt that says the barracks lawyers, go check out the GI Vandals Teespring. I'm just a prosecutor, man, and I'm giving my firsthand account of what I'm seeing,
across the board and shit. And if people don't fucking like it, just force me out. I don't give
Dude,
a fuck.
here's the thing. But they say that, our mentality is toxic and that, we need to move out of the army and make way for the new army.
This isn't a fucking Fortune 500 company, man. We're supposed to be toxic. You want an army full of toxic? You want an army full of toxic masculinity. That's how you fucking win a war. Not this soft ass baby shit, man. You want the most toxic motherfuckers out there to fucking fight and win your fucking wars. Like who? Like have you seen the show Vikings? Like there's some toxic motherfuckers, I'm sure, man. If you didn't fucking, it's stupid. Like whatever, man.
Nah, man, you're completely right, man. Like that's why, like, I believe, like you got to train like you fight, and like you said, this isn't a dick measuring contest. It's not. Like I would have my soldiers rotating 2 hours on, 2 hours off with sleep, and I did that because I had to do that in combat. It was 4 Joes. We did rotations, 2 on, 2 off at night. The 2 NCOs slept the whole time. It was 2 NCO, it was 2 soldiers, one on the 240, the other one watching the radio for 2 hours, and we switched every 2 hours, and still had to do stand 2. Still had to be up.
They don't know about stand 2, Chief. They don't know about that stand 2.
Yeah, I'm like, fuck it, man. You have to train that way. And none of us bitched about it. We just understood that it had to get fucking done. Yep. It was part of the mission. It was, hey, fuck it. We got to do this shit. No one bitched about it. It was, so you're right, man. You can't be soft. You have to be hard and tough with motherfuckers. So they don't go overseas bitching and crying when fucking they're like in the middle of fucking butt fuck nowhere. And they're like, well, I don't want to do this. And they're throwing a bitch fit and wanting to quit during the middle of a fucking fire mission when fucking the guys need our fucking help.
Like the Russians are gonna be like, what the fuck? They're like drinking vodka, fucking pissing all over your face and stuff.
Let me ask you something, Urina. You in the course of your military career, you had the opportunity to visit different locations in Europe, right? Yeah. Now, did you see how our counterparts over there, how they trained by any chance, and how they worked?
I went to one base, right? And these motherfuckers, man, like when we show up, I don't know if it was for us, right? It was something out of a fucking movie. We roll up to the barracks. All of them stay in open bays and stuff, all the privates. And if you volunteer, you're afforded the opportunity to live off post with your loved ones, like family housing, if you volunteer to join. So that, like, a lot of people volunteer and stuff. It's not all conscripts, man. Okay. And if you're a conscript, your ass is living in the open bay and fucking sucking dick for gas money, basically. So I show up, man, like half a platoon is like doing pull-ups. They've got like tank tops on, the Russian tank tops, and then fucking like the BDU pants on, and they're doing pull-ups. The other half, another platoon, is fucking doing like Taekwondo combatives, just like kicking each other in the head and stuff. And then in the background, I remember there's like 3 APCs going down the hill, shooting like regular duty day. And then there's like 10 dudes, I don't know if they're extra duty or whatever, but they're painting rocks, man, for outside of the defense. Like they're just painting rocks, every little fucking pebble, because like there were visitors coming. They're just fucking painting all the rocks red and white and stuff. Some like hardcore Rambo 2 Afghanistan shit, man. Like it was wild. And I'm like, dude, like you couldn't even make our guys fucking do one pull-up. Like
our guys bitch when they gotta go pick up cigarette butts.
Yeah, and these dudes did it with the fucking smile on their face, man. Like, and they're probably getting like 20 cents a fucking week, man. Like, it's gonna be a tough one, man.
Let me ask.
Bro, it's funny you talk about cigarette butts. I was talking to a friend of ours, First Sergeant Reen.
Oh, Reen. He's a first sergeant now, dude. That's
fucking
crazy.
First Sergeant Reen.
Wait, do you know Reen too, Urina?
Yep.
First Sergeant Reen. He was like, man, we were talking because I guess he's seen my TikTok too, and we were talking about the shit. No, it was something he seen. I was like, damn, if I'd got Article 15, maybe I would have made E7. You know what I'm saying? And he called me. He was like, dude, you remember like when you were a corporal and like you made us pick up cigarette butts, and I was like, I ain't doing that shit. I don't smoke. And he said, you were like, all right, don't worry about it. He's like, you walked in, you walked out, and all them fucking NCOs came behind you. And he's like, man, I got my ass fucking chewed for that shit. He was like, after that, But whatever Corporal Hunt say, go. Just do the shit. Like motherfuckers don't have that fucking shit no more. I don't think it's like that, but it's like, okay, oh, you don't want to listen to me? All right, don't worry about it.
You fuck with one, you fuck with all.
Yeah, I don't know if they have it like that, if it's like that anymore.
Let me ask y'all a question. Hypothetically speaking, should there be a warrior class specific for the US to mold and to make? Like, go ahead, Urina.
I was gonna let you finish because I'm like, yeah, there is a warrior. There's supposed to be a warrior class.
Well, no, I mean like specifically bred for this shit. Yeah, I get. We go to SF, Ranger, shit like that. But I mean, like breed motherfuckers like the Spartans did. We build them to be specifically, I guess, something out of fucking Brave New World, where you have a specific class of people that all they do is dedicate their lives to being fucking warriors.
Fuck it, why not? Man, listen, the Russians and the Chinese are probably doing this shit.
Oh, dude, have you seen their? I think I put it on one of the fucking podcasts. Actually, I didn't because I don't know how to share this shit. But if you look at the videos for the recruiting in China, the recruiting in Russia, and then look at our soft ass, it all started in California. God damn, you might as well start learning Russian and Chinese because we are fucked.
Listen, there's too many people.
I mean, granted, we got a lot of motherfucking civilians with guns, so it'd be a hard invasion. But I want to flip you know what? We'll finish the last 10 minutes on this topic, and the next podcast, the next one, we're gonna go ahead and discuss some other shit that's on my mind. But back to this warrior class type deal. I'm saying, look, motherfuckers that, yeah, they might catch Article 15s. That's kind of who you want in the army, And I'm not talking about Article 15s for beating their wives or fucking, being dumbasses. But I mean, like, the knucklehead alpha male. I'm sorry, I'm not throwing females in there. I can't. But that'll fucking kick ass.
Yes, you need that.
I mean, that's what we did in the 2000s. That's we changed the standards to get in and stuff, and that's who we're going after, man. And then, you know what? I'm not gonna say that the standards dropped. We changed them. And these people for these low standard having people, they're the ones that volunteered when nobody else would. I mean, I'm just saying.
I was low standard in the 90s when I tried to join because I didn't have a high school diploma. I only had a GED. The Marine Corps looked at me, pretty much laughed at me. I told them all I want to do is be a tanker. Nothing big, nothing special, just a tanker. And they were like, nope, you only have a GED. And you need to go to college if you want to join the Marine Corps. Like, okay, bet, bye. Went to the Army. Army was like, nope, you got a GED and you got tattoos. Can't take you in. This was in 1998, 98, somewhere around there. Yeah, I failed to mention I did have a felony as well. Yeah, but it wasn't a violent offense.
You joined, you're people like you, people like other people that had like worse off like situations or whatever. They're the reasons why we didn't have a draft in the first place, because they volunteered and stuff. That's why it's not that I take offense to when people say we lowered our standards. We changed the way we enlisted people during the 2000s because nobody was signing up. No, all these like tough talkers and all this shit, they weren't signing up, man. So there are people that wanted to join and they had a bad past and whatever, and they changed their shit around. It wasn't their fault, that the Army decided to let them in, but thanks to them volunteering, we didn't have a fucking draft.
What you got, Hunt?
No, he's right, man. I don't like you said, man. I don't think we changed the standards. I think what happened was that there were weak enlisted senior people that let officers take over and take charge. And I seen it firsthand from when there was the only time like I seen this, man. Lieutenants did not go out with us on our missions. And OIF1, they didn't go. They stayed on the fob. Now the BC went out. Now the BC would order one of the lieutenants every once in a while to go with them. But other than that, it was just the NCOs going out. When we had to do our missions, we would have to go pass out benzene. It was NCOs and soldiers.
Right.
That's all it was. Officers stayed behind. And like, I guess they wanted to get their dick hard and, well, I need a medal. I need to go out and show these guys that I'm up front and I'm leading and this shit. And I think that's what changed it to. That's my personal opinion about that shit. I'm kind of buzzed.
That's all good. I mean, that kind of opens up a conversation about officer and NCOs. You know, there's always been a friendly rivalry between us. I say in the field artillery world more, we tend to have like the officers in the background because we really don't need them. In the infantry world, like I guess infantry officers, they lead their shit. They know their shit. They need to be out there with their shit, right? Honestly, go ahead, Urena. You about to shit yourself. But go ahead.
I think so. Different situations happen, right? Because I've seen so many times where the generation from the 90s, early 90s, late 80s and stuff that were now at the senior level positions in 2000s, they were used to all this garrison shit. They were used to like not seeing fucking war. And they were ready to fucking retire. So when it was their turn to fucking be platoon sergeants or first sergeants in combat, they were hiding behind Joes. They were fucking just hiding. And you know how many times I saw officers fucking step up and take charge in their fucking absence? I saw it a lot, man.
Wow.
I saw some weak ass fucking smokes that fucking wouldn't even leave their truck, man. They would not leave their fucking truck whatsoever, while fucking Private Snuffy had to go on fucking patrol by himself or whatever the case was, man. Because these dudes wanted to sit in the back and just, oh, I gotta be on the radio. I gotta be on the radio. Yeah, some fucking nonsense. But the platoon leader would be like, no, you know what? I'll go with you guys, man, because that's, you know, I'm gonna lead from the front and stuff. So I saw that, and those dudes got out too, man. A lot of those good people got out of the military.
Let me piggyback on that, like a first sergeant would say. Let me piggyback on that. I was lucky that for the majority of my career, I had good officers. You know, they were good. I had a few here and there, but like, I'll give you an example. My smoke there was no bitch bone in his body that I can tell. This man, I'm guarantee you, anybody that served in his platoon with Smoke Norwood would follow that man to hell and back. You know what I'm saying? I mean, Smoke Norwood was just Billy Badass Norwood. And the LT that we had was our XO, Lieutenant Sandersola, or Smoke Norwood call him Santa Rosa. And you know, he became Captain Sandersola, and he was a good officer, West Pointer, but a good officer at the end. You know, they bumped heads a lot. So, you know, Smoke was not weak, but neither was the LT. And both of them good leaders. I did have a few issues with a couple, like one in particular, whose name I will not say. He was out in Fort Sill last time I saw him. He reminds me of Milhouse from The Simpsons. Yeah. He came to our platoon after one of our other LTs had a negligent discharge in front of the commander. Anyways, but this dude, all he kept doing was comparing himself to other LTs or to our prior LT. Like, oh, you like that guy better. That's why you guys don't like me. So we eventually had to put him in this place as the NCOs. We all came together like, sir, look, we get it. You're scared, you know, because he was that guy that said, oh, I got to stay on the radio while you guys go and do that. We had some IDF go off. The boomerang picked it up. And so he was like, yeah, you guys go check it out. I was a dismount NCO. I give two fucks. Let's roll. You know, and I'd rather have him stay in because he'd be a liability anyway. And anyways, you know, we told him, we sat him down like, sir, we make your OER. You know what I mean? You go ahead and do your PowerPoints, do your planning. We'll execute it. And luckily, the smoke that I had at that time, Smoke Pounds, he old school 82nd Airborne and no fucks given. He stood up for us, and if something sounded stupid, he disagreed with the LT and be like, sir, we should do it this way instead. You know what I'm saying? So anyways, point being, there's good officers and bad officers, but I think Hunt's point is there was some place along the line where we as NCOs gave up our backbone and let the LTs and officers run the units in the field artillery, I'll say.
Yeah, I agree. I think so. But then again, like, I don't know shit. I'm out. I mean,
yeah, I don't know how it is.
I had a first sergeant when I was blessed to be a platoon sergeant. My first sergeant told me, he was like, listen, your LT don't listen to you, fucking leave. Just fucking leave. Be like, all right, I'm gone. And and it happened. I was like, hey, first sergeant, this motherfucker ain't listening. I'll see you tomorrow. He was like, okay. He did not give a fuck. He was that motherfucker. He's like, all right, cool.
What do you think, Urena? Why do you think there's such a disdain between, let's say, E7 and a butter bar or a lieutenant?
I wouldn't say that there's a disdain. Like, I don't know. Every interaction I've had has always been good because I don't like working in a miserable environment. Right. So if I'm gonna work with you, man, I'm gonna figure out why we're slow in progress here and fucking try to fix it.
We're gonna come back to this and finish that thought off in 3, 2. Hey, what's up, Gunline? It's Lopez back here. We got, of course, cut off because of the fucking 40-minute limit on Zoom. But last we were talking to Urena about the disconnect between if you've ever been in the field artillery, I don't know how it is in other units, but in the field artillery, there's usually it seems to be like there's tense moments between the platoon sergeant and the platoon leader. So I don't want to say that there's tension all the time, but there seems to be, or at least back when I was coming up, when I was a private, my platoon sergeant really did not like officers. I mean, he would say, fuck with officer. So, I don't know. But anyway, so that's the mentality I came up with. I'm not saying that all officers are assholes or all officers are shitty. They obviously went to school to get their commission, and that's what they do. Officers plan, NCOs, we execute. Anyways, now that we're back here, though, so you were saying you didn't want to work in a world of shit, or have a toxic environment.
Yeah, and I also think about it in future terms, man. If shitty battery commanders had a shitty experience as fucking platoon leaders and had shitty fucking NCOs. So if those battery commanders don't trust the NCOs, it's because they had shitty smoke at some point or whatever.
Right.
Shitty.
I've heard that argument before as well. Like, a lot of battery commanders don't trust their NCO corps because they came up under NCOs that probably treated them like shit. But I mean, I guess there's a balance there though, because I mean, they'll treat you like shit if you're acting like shit. That would be my comeback to that.
Yeah, but there's a way to talk to people, man. There's a way to fucking teach somebody. There's a way to people to have confidence in you, show them what you got. But if you're being fucking secretive and fucking saying, no, I got this and shit, and then shit fucks up and stuff, why they got no room to fucking trust you or whatever? Because these same tough ass individuals and shit that fucking talk shit to their PLs, when their battery commander talks to them, they fucking buckle under the pressure and they start acting like little fucking bitches and shit and start hiding. So like I see paper tough people that are tough on paper and stuff, but they're just chicken shits, man.
Yeah, I think it boils down to, Hunt, and correct me if I'm wrong on this as well. I think what it boils down to is when you're giving the feedback or you're providing that officer, that mentorship, the commander has to mentor him, but as well as that platoon sergeant needs to mentor him. not just come down and break his fucking neck. Sure, put his feet to the fire, but I also teach him as to why we have to do certain things a certain way. You know what I mean? But you do it privately as well. You won't do it in front of the Joes or do it, you won't. The same way an NCO shouldn't berate another NCO, E6, correct the E5 in front of the Joes. You shouldn't do an officer like that either, because it takes away, I think.
Yeah, exactly. And Detroit urban survival skills. Let me just say this.
Oh, I love that, dude.
Oh man, that shit is, you're gonna get somebody killed, man. Fucking around with the dude, man.
I love the one where they fucking they try it and all of a sudden he's in heaven. He's like, but I did it.
This is what you do if somebody has a gun in your head.
But that's a good segue, y'all. That's a good segue. We're gonna go ahead and wrap up the military aspect of this, and now we're gonna go into current events, y'all. Last time together we were discussing the fault of the parents of the shooter of the school. All right, the liability falling on the parents, right? So there's charges that have been brought up for what is it, manslaughter? So I'm cool with that, but you got to prove to me that they're somehow guilty of this. Now here's my question to you all. It's going to set up, it's a slippery slope, y'all. And I know this is going to be far reaching, right? So ultimately the liability falls on, is it going to fall on the manufacturer of the weapon as well?
Mm-mm.
I mean, I've heard that argument that, that we should also start suing the manufacturers of these weapons. Is that proper?
No, that's stupid.
Right.
Because then you might as well sue the manufacturers of the dude's shoes, because
wait.
run around.
You're about to prove, you're hinting towards where I was going to.
Yeah.
So if we're gonna fucking sue, or we're gonna hold the parents liable for this weapon that they had access to, that the shooter had access to the weapon because of the parents. So are we going to sue the government next, because the government gives us the right to bear arms? And since we have the right to bear arms, we have the right to go buy a weapon. So we have that right to buy a weapon. Now we have that weapon. So should the liability now fall on the government because they allowed us to have a weapon? And it's the government's fault because, we sold the weapon to an untrained person.
I think at its core, the liability has to, the buck stops with the parents. The parents bought that, they failed to secure it properly, and then the crazy text messages, right? Like, Ethan, do it. Like, what are you talking about? You knew what this motherfucker was probably thinking about doing. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, why didn't y'all be like, Ethan, hey, Ethan, we're in here right now. Where's the gun at? And then all of a sudden the dad just magically, the gun's missing. Like, nah, well, y'all should have. I'm not saying that the principal or son should be held that much liable, but they're at fault too. They should have suspended that kid. When the teacher had the concerns, the 2 days, two different teachers had him concerns. One, that drawing, the other one, him looking up the bullets. They should be like, hey, listen, man, we need you to have a cool down period or something. I think that's what the principal should have did. You know what I'm saying? And then that way that could have probably been avoided. Maybe at least that day. Who knows if he'd came back the next day and did the same shit.
I agree with you on that. Because they had a meeting that day about the drawings and shit like that. That right there automatically should trigger. I don't know shit. I'm not a psychologist. I'm not a psychiatrist. I didn't go to fucking college. I'm just a fucking person that has common fucking sense. And I believe that if your monkey ass had fucking been caught with drawings of shooting shit up, your ass is suspended automatically. Done. Suspended for the next 2 days. And so, Hunt, so you can hear what I just said.
Oh no, I heard you. But what do you mean by monkey?
I call everybody monkey ass, all right, y'all. And just to prove my point, the motherfucker's white. God damn it!
I know.
Unless I was talking about the black folk involved, but nah, dude. But yeah, that's my point. Like, I mean, but eventually, it's gonna get to the point where somebody's gonna say it's not just the parents' fault. So it's gonna be somebody else's fault. The fucking prosecution, or not the prosecution, the defense attorneys are gonna fucking try to open up a fucking a patsy. Who else is gonna be the scapegoat? You see what I'm saying? And it's a fucking slippery slope, y'all. And it's gonna come to, and mark my fucking words, eventually it's gonna come to the point where they're gonna say it's the government's fault for allowing the weapons to be put in someone's hands that has not been trained, and that should have known better. And all it's gonna do is open that discussion up, and it's gonna cause a suit. It's a slippery slope, y'all. That's all I'm saying. Go ahead, Jesse. Oh, I mean, Urena. The fuck.
It doesn't matter, man.
It does to me.
I think we're gonna end up going back into like doing online school, man.
Oh man,
can't have a school shooting if everybody's doing school online, man.
Yo,
that'll be school bullying.
Yo, did you see the South Park post-COVID, Urena?
Not yet. I know about it.
Like, it made me think about that when they were rushing to get back on Zoom and put the kids on there, like, Zoom, gotta Zoom.
Oh my God, that shit was on point. Yo, I mean, it's. I'm just wondering, like, where is that buck gonna stop eventually?
It has to stop at the parents. The parents. You bought that.
What about the store that sold it to them?
They sold it to the parents. They didn't sell it to the kid.
But shouldn't the store have some kind of responsibility to make sure that the person that's buying that weapon has some kind of training in it?
No, what training can you get? Man, listen, I went to the CHL class, and this is the bullshit. This is my thing, my take. There's a narrative that says that it's good to go to the CHL class because they give you training. They don't give you shit. You sit in that class, you take a test, you go shoot a target, boom. That's it. They claim that there's training. There's no training. All you got to do is be able to regurgitate what the old man is telling you on a test. And then you pass the test, then you go shoot, and then you got to get like a 100 or 200 something out of the 50. I forgot what the point score is. That's it. There's no training. Those are responsible. You're an adult. You did something an adult can do. So you need to be held liable as an adult.
Same thing with cars. You know, when somebody's recklessly driving and kills somebody, you know, like, is it the car manufacturer's fault that person fucking got in the car and fucking just decided to go 200 miles an hour because he wanted to show off and then crashes into another fucking pedestrian?
Again, these are all great questions that I'm just asking. I'm just playing devil's advocate, making motherfuckers think. That's all I want y'all to do. And anybody that's listening, I want y'all to write back and tell me how stupid I sound. Or if you agree, let me know. Honestly, I pose these questions because I want the listeners to think. You know, this is shit that y'all hear on the TV all the motherfucking time. I'm giving y'all how we talk about it on the gun line. All right. No facts. Only fact checker here is fucking Urena over there. And, you know, that's Wikipedia facts. So, yo, let's move on to another fucking topic. Have y'all watched anything good on the tube lately?
I've heard about the Ghislaine Maxwell trial, and let me tell you, bro,
that's still going on because I haven't heard shit on that.
Bro, that motherfucking the pilot, that motherfucker was dropping names and details.
Word. What we got?
That motherfucker was like, yes. Oh, Donald Trump himself, even though he wasn't in the flight logs, he said Donald Trump was on the plane. He was like, we had to clean that plane up every time that he went to the island. Dude. So that furthermore makes me believe that there is a tape where Trump was letting some Russian prostitutes pee on him. Like, yo, I believe this shit.
Okay, hold on. Now we just fucking with people because of the personal shit. If that motherfucker likes to get pissed on by prostitutes, who gives a fuck?
Yeah, I don't care, but like, I don't care. I know we ain't getting into the whole thing. I'll give it to you offline. But yeah. I believe there's a tape of this man getting pissed on. He reversed R. Kelly. You know what I'm saying? Nah, bitch. Yeah, I ain't gonna pee on you. You gonna pee on me, bitch. Fuck you thought this was?
I'm paying you to give me the most magnificent piss ever. What do you watch, Urena? Anything good on the tubes?
Oh man, I haven't watched much TV this weekend. I've just been reading about fucking the whole Ukraine stuff, and then the Ghislaine Maxwell thing. That's actually surprisingly on CNN. And I don't know. I've just been bouncing back and forth, just trying to see what's new. There's the Juicy Smollett.
Oh, my God.
I know Hunt put something on the Facebook about Justin Smollett. I don't know if this was like duffel blog shit or not, or the Onion.
No,
I mean,
that's
this was real. That he actually jerked off
with his assailants. Him and his assailants.
With the motherfuckers that beat his ass. So they didn't just beat him up.
They beat
him off.
Yeah. I know you heard about Juicy Smollett.
Oh my God, dude.
Oh,
I watched Apocalypto just a couple days ago, just because I needed to watch something that didn't have to do with what's going on in this world, and it was great, seeing my native folks, pre-Columbian Mesoamerica sacrificing each other and killing each other, bro.
Speaking of which, I think we talked about it, but Urena, I think we did. Did you see the woman that was climbing up the Mayan pyramid?
Yeah,
the one that went all fucking snake-like and crazy.
Yeah, I still want to know I want to know more behind it. I want to know what the whole the mystery or whatever you call it in behind that temple is. Like, I know they don't let people in there, but I kind of want to. Hey, what's going on?
Let me ask y'all something. Why is it that there ain't no motherfucking ruins like that in the States?
No, hold on. No, there's maybe not pyramids, but the fucking what is it, in Colorado? There's that the mountain dwelling.
Talking about Cheyenne?
What's that?
You mean out in Arizona and by the Colorado River, where they made the Hopis, I think they were, that lived in the caves and shit on the side of the cliffs?
Yeah, there's the cliffs, and then there's like the whole village, like.
Yeah, but I mean, okay, so you dug into the side of a hole like a fucking hamster. Whoop-de-doo. Okay. I'm talking about motherfucking.
You built a triangle out of rocks like a fucking.
Yes. Tell me how you build it out of those fucking rocks. How did you get those rocks there? How did you get it mathematically possible to fucking align with the fucking with Orion?
How did you climb the side of a mountain and like build a whole fucking city on the side of a mountain and live on it and like decided that that's how I want to live, like not have like
I'm just
sunlight.
Wondering if the smarter motherfucking Indians were like, yeah, we're gonna keep going south, bro. We're gonna keep going south. Y'all stay in y'all cliffs. We're gonna keep going south.
I mean, we would have had all that stuff, but you know how Manifest Destiny is. People like to tear shit down that don't represent the majority.
Oh
man! Look, they did that shit with the Sphinx. They shot the Sphinx nose off.
I'm just saying, bro. I mean, I was looking at it, and I mean, yeah, they were a little bit on the sacrificial side. They had their beliefs and shit, but I don't know. I kind of dug it, but it was just something great to watch, and just seeing what pre-Columbian, and of course, this is a Mel Gibson movie, so it's not going to be historically accurate, and or it was still good to watch,
Wasn't gonna be full of Jews neither.
Hell no, man.
Not with that motherfucker.
Negative. No.
Talk about Mel Gibson. That motherfucker.
I feel you, brother. I feel you. No, I mean, and then today, bro, I watched this fucking really sad fucking this one sad documentary on HBO. It's called like Life of Crime 1984 through 2020. Ooh. It's about it follows these three people that were like shoplifting and shit like that, but they had heroin addicts, right? I mean, heroin addictions. And of course, the crack epidemic and shit like that. And it just follows them all the way through 2020, man. And it's heartbreaking, bro. I mean, it's just, it would happen on the East Coast, like in Newark, New Jersey and shit like that. So it follows these white boy, there's a Puerto Rican or Dominican motherfucker and a Dominican chick. It's pretty crazy, man. Just the life that they led in. It's horrible, man. Horrible. Heroin is a hell of a drug. So, anyways, legalize that shit. Let them all kill each other.
Oh no, man, no. They're doing that shit in Washington, man. Like, listen, marijuana should be illegal. It should be legal. Marijuana, that should be the only legal drug, if you will. I don't believe that like cocaine and all this other shit, that definitely needs to stay illegal. But marijuana, they need to just go ahead and legalize. Matter of fact, they need to legalize acid too. Fuck it. Let a motherfucker drop a hit of acid a tab of acid.
I don't know, man.
Let him eat some shrooms. Fuck it. Go on a trip, man.
Bro, speaking of shrooms, I'm trying to keep topics right now that are not going to get me from being fucking banned, because I've noticed that when I don't talk on certain things, my views on YouTube are much higher as well as on the podcast. And right now they're like really dwindling down, dude. And that's cool. I get it. My content's not for everybody, but at least listen to it for 30 fucking seconds so I can get a goddamn credit for the view. You know what I'm saying? Give me a dislike and, let me know what you disliked about it. I get on there and I comment back. You know what I'm saying? So anyways, where was I going with this? Drugs. Yeah, dude, I don't care what people put in their body. I don't. I get it. But it all boils down to, the type of person you raise, right? We can go back to the gun thing. You raise a shitbag. So that's why the shitbag went and shot people up. So, I mean, let's legalize all drugs. Hopefully you don't raise a shitbag that gets on drugs.
Man, you know what kills me about that shit? The first picture they showed was of this fucking little fragile white boy like this praying and shit. It's like, that's the image you show of a fucking murderer, a white murderer, but fucking Trayvon Martin or somebody else, you want to show them motherfucking throwing them gang signs.
I'll play your game. I'll play your game. Hands up, don't shoot, motherfucker. The first picture they showed of him was like, he was an educated fucking high school kid. He was going to go to college. He looked so great. He was smart as fuck. And then the real pictures came out of that motherfucker like, okay, that's magnificent right there. Same thing with this white boy, though. The white boy they put on there, the one thing I'm happy about that they haven't done yet, Hunt, and I think you'll agree with this. The one thing they haven't done yet is mental issues with him. Because by now they'll be like, oh, he has some kind of mental issues. Everybody else ain't got mental issues.
I thought they did.
Go ahead, Urena. What you got?
The mental issue thing is going to come. Just give it some time. Like, it's still pretty early. I foresee a lot of school shootings, a lot of protesting going to be happening here in the next 2 years to take away attention from failures across government.
Yeah, I mean, again, I haven't heard shit on Jelaine, but then again, I really haven't paid attention. And they're focusing. I've heard more about Smollett and fucking the school shooter than I've heard of Jelaine. Tenfold theory. The powers that be are on that fucking manifest.
Oh yeah, they are. She dropping names.
So let's go ahead and move on to one last thing. What y'all investing in, y'all?
Euritium.
Euritium. Oh, what was that shit called? The one that Urena was in?
Yeah, that's it, right? Euritium.
I've got
what was it?
I've got Saitama.
Ready, get rich, something like that.
Let's see. I've got Saitama, Reum coin. I've got the Galaxy of Enterprise coin or something. I've got Shiba. I got Safe Moon. I've got Floki. I've got fucking I got Papel. Fucking
paper. You got paper?
Yeah, that's what it's called, but in Spanish. Yeah.
Okay, why didn't you pronounce it in Spanish then? You pronounced it all fucking white-sicken. Papel.
I said papel.
Yeah, use your fucking Mexican accent, guy. Start being fucking,
I don't have a Mexican accent, my guy, because I was born in the United States, my guy.
Come on, guy.
I mean, I know a lot of people born in the United States with deep Mexican accents.
Come to Texas.
Yeah, in Texas. Though.
Oh shit! I got pizza coin. I got ass coin, piss coin, poop coin. I think.
You got it. Now I know you're bullshitting now, man.
No, those are real names.
What the entire fuck?
Those are real names. There's no like faking it. Those are real
I swear
names.
you said you had Eurichium.
Yeah, I know he said something like that, like get Richium or something like that, because Hunt was all about that one.
Yeah.
Hold on, let me see. Can you still see me?
Yeah.
All right, hold on.
Oh no, we
Let
see
me-
your name. Well, meanwhile,
right,
he's
one
looking
second.
that up. Hey, Hunt,
Let me-
I'm gonna ask you a question. That I heard on a different podcast while he's looking up his Eurichium. It has to do with the five senses.
Uh-huh.
All right, and Hunt, Urena, you're next, but we're gonna go with the five senses. I'm stealing this from the podcast. I'm gonna give credit. It's fucking the Average Joe or Average GI Joe podcast from the homie Adam that came on here last time from the Navy. So he does this thing called like the five senses, bro. And I really fucking dug it. Like I really dug it. I thought it was a good fucking I thought it was a brilliant fucking idea. But I to the people that are listening to this, I want y'all to send me what are the five senses that you catch. So in your Army experience, or what are like, let's start with sight. When you think Army or the field artillery, what's the first thing that comes to mind of your sight? Like using your senses of sight, what's the first thing you see?
Tubes in there.
Tubes in the air? Fuck yeah. What about them? Like, firing or just...
Oh no, 1244. 1244 in the motor pool.
Oh.
Tubes in there.
Getting ready to do some motor pool fucking maintenance.
Yeah.
Right on. So that's what you got on your site. All right. Smells. What's like the first, like what smell stands out the most to you from the artillery world? And if you're still thinking about this one, my God, what is wrong with you? You should have answered this like that.
Yeah, it's wolf pussy, man. Everybody know what that shit smell like. Wolf pussy and diesel and fucking, was it diesel?
See,
exhaust.
I thought the same shit. Wolf pussy came to mind, but then I started thinking about GAA and grease. You're next, Urena. You're next, but go ahead. What are you gonna say?
Go
ahead. Yeah, what were you gonna say?
When you barely crack open that charge canister and it's got that unique smell, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah,
it's got that
cordite smell.
Yeah, you just cracked open the canister and you took a whiff of the fresh charges inside, and it's just like it all smells the same.
So since we're all doing it together, what's the first one that comes to sight for your sight? What's the first thing you imagine? Like close your eyes and imagine the field artillery. What do you think?
For me, it's rounds on a crate standing up.
Okay.
The shitty crate, like it's a shitty, like there's only like 3 rounds on one side, so the crate's kind of like
tilted.
Yeah,
bro. Do you guys remember in Red Leg Challenge? When you graduate, when you're still in basic, how they would do a ready rack. How it was like the crates, then they put like a fucking a tarp, and then you have to stand them up on there, and then it was just fucking. That's the first thing that just came to mind when you said the fucking kind of like when you have your priority target, right? You have that crate, it's all lopsided and shit. Well, for me, what comes to mind when I in sight for sight is the field and just seeing the guns, like all 8 guns out there just laid and just fucking waiting for a mission to come down. Not the dicks in the air, just at Min QE, just waiting for a fire mission. And for my sight, that's my sight. For my smell, I agree with wolf pussy and just GAA. But I will say that the canister popping open, dude, you know what it reminds me of? You guys ever watch Return of the Living Dead?
No.
God damn, man. Watch Return of the Living Dead. There's these canisters that the dead are in. And that's what it kind of reminded me of. All right, so sight, smell. Let's go to sound. What are the sounds you recall? Or the sounds that comes to mind?
Definitely a squat box. The beeping, either FDC coming down. Beep. Oh shit.
I was gonna say, like, just the somebody keying the mic off in the distance, and then just like you just hear talking, from like the FDC or like somebody else and stuff, but it's just like the like you'd be like sleeping next to a vehicle and shit, and all that's all you hear. Like what would they say on the radio? What would they say?
Oh man. I'll throw one in. If you were mechanized, you remember the motherfucking powder temp going off every fucking hour.
God damn it, yes.
Beep, beep.
It's even on the 777.
Oh, word.
Yeah.
Them
That
alarm
was-
clock.
Dude, that shit was annoying. Okay, how many of us, I'll admit to it, would shut down the PDFCS at night? That shit would shut down.
Oh hell no, man! You tripping? Mission might come back.
I'm shutting that bitch. Dude, when FTC said, yeah, we're done fire for the night. All right, click. That shit's done. I am not waking up to turn on that gun. No, we all knocking the fuck out. Fuck that.
I gotta stay on, man. I need that heat.
Oh, I got it. Okay, I'm talking about summertime.
Yeah,
You
summertime. It's hot as balls.
Oh man. All right, so we got our sound out of the way. Let's see. Sight, sound, smell. What else is there? Taste. What's one taste that y'all recall the most?
Tasting wood pussy.
Choking on that shit.
Yeah, you don't taste that shit. It's all in your mouth.
I go with the hot A's that they would bring us to the field. It was like this Asian mix of food or some shit that it was supposed to be mixed. I don't know what the fuck it was, like some kind of mystery meat. They said it was fucking Chinese food, some noodles and meat.
Yeah, stroganoff. I don't know this
It's
is
like some corned beef hash, you know.
Right.
Yeah.
That's the taste that comes into my mind. What about you, Urena?
Now I'm thinking about the food, corned beef hash, and then
cordon bleu.
yeah, just the shitty cardboard tasting, shitty flimsy ass cardboard tray
That would fall apart.
Yeah, and then like you're trying to put a tray on top of the other tray as you walk across the gun line with your weapon all like slung to the side and shit, just stumbling. And there's always like this ditch. You're always like the farthest gun out.
And then you got that one NCO. Get that weapon at the low ready. Bitch, do you not see my hands are full?
How, Sway? How?
Everybody's smiling, and you're just like, everybody's just like, oh, you got to get 5 meters apart in the chow line, take a knee, and all that shit.
God damn. This is making me recall why I'm happy I'm not in anymore.
Who you telling? Who you telling? What?
Oh, man. Sight, sound, smell, taste. Which one am I missing?
Touch.
Touch. All right. What you got for touch, Hunt?
Touching my balls at night. But no. Beating off at night in the moment, kicking everybody out the gun so I can beat off real quick.
Oh, shit. What a dick.
Yeah, man.
Midnight stroking, baby.
Hell yeah. Hey, get out. Fuck it.
What about you? Or, you still thinking about it?
It's just when you gotta when you're grabbing around and you're twisting it on that tray that I was talking about, the fucking the wooden pallet.
Yeah.
When you're having to twist it and wobbling it into the little notch where it stands upright, if you're on a 777, or if you're just like taking your knee and then just like the feeling of the round rolling off from your legs onto the little shitty racks inside of a paladin and stuff, and then the metal clasp barely like twisting to wrap around over the round or whatever. Or maybe you got to put the round standing up at the back of the gun and stuff, so you got to like squat down, rotate it into position because it's the last hole in the back.
Oh, fuck.
And then opening up that canister with the fuses, you get that smell. Another smell thing, you see the plastic, the egg crates and stuff, move that out of the way. You crack open the fuses, and then you just grab the fuse. It feels like metal, and then just like scraping the primer inside the wrapper to rust it open, and snapping it off, and then taking the primer out and putting it in the belt. Like, yeah,
you went hard, damn.
Yeah, you felt all that,
bro. I'll tell you some feelings y'all never forget. Not having your fucking your brain bucket on inside the paladin and hitting your head on the fucking on the hydraulic fluid fucking cylinder, has that little fucking nipple that sticks out. Bam, hitting my head on that bitch. That's one. when you're combat loading the paladin and you just, or even the cat, and you fucking smash your fucking finger between the goddamn round in the rack. Oh my God, that hurt. Or how about when you're fucking locking in the cat, you're locking the motherfucking the rounds in place with the cheater bar, and it slips and your hand hits the motherfucking other lever. Ooh, that hurts.
I swear, like all 13 Bravos have fucked up hands.
Hold up. Right. Finally, if you were a fucking real chief, you finger popped. And when you fucking finger pop that one, and it catches your motherfucking knuckles. Ooh, that hurt, baby. Go ahead, maybe, Urena.
Or maybe you draw your M4 from the arms room, and you got an ACOG, and that lens where you put your eye through is a little bit dusty, so you make little circles with your finger, clear it up. You're just doing your thoughts, just cleaning that up, and you can't get the entirety of the dust and stuff, so you just like keep going in little circles. And you look at the front, of the glass a little bit, and you're like, oh, that's dusty too. And you just like clean it and stuff, and it's just like you're playing with the little grooves on the buttstock of the weapon and stuff, trying to get those little specks of dirt out and stuff, because you got some time, you're just doing your thoughts, like it's those things. Maybe it's just me, but that's kind of that's what I've done.
Did you guys ever make any of your Joes clean your weapon?
No. Listen, man. No, I mean, you had some cop questions.
All right, here's a quick question. I'm just saying, I may or may not have had one time or another been like, hey, man, I got to go do these motherfucking dash fours. I need to go ahead and handle my weapon real quick for me. It's clean. I haven't fired any blanks out of it. Handle it. Got it. No problem, chief. Cool. All right. But I had a certain section chief who had specific people who would clean his weapon.
One person.
Dude, I remember chief came up to me one time like, hey, Lopez, clean this motherfucker. I'm like, no, I ain't cleaning that shit. And he's like, what? Why not? Like, because I ain't Bricker and I ain't Bash. So he went and got Bash or Bricker. One of them motherfuckers to do that shit. This guy was not cleaning that shit. No.
I mean, I did. Thinking back, I did have my Joes clean, but this is after we came from the field. Mm-hmm. And what I did, I went to Burger King and bought them all burgers.
Bam. So like, that's another thing I would do.
I would go to Burger King and I bought them all the little double cheeseburgers, the small ones. So
that's another thing I would do. Urena, I don't know if you did the same, but with my section, when we got back from the field after we did the wash rack and we went to got on the line, be like, hey, all right, y'all know what we got to do. Let's get the shit ready. Day zero fucking what is it? Day zero recovery. And start working on it. I would head out and I go to Popeyes or I'd go to fucking get some pizzas and hook up the fucking Joes, because that's the way my first chief brought me up. You know what I mean? And I give Staff Sergeant Taylor a lot of credit for that shit. He smoked the dog shit out of me a lot because I was dumbass private. But I took a lot from him. I learned a lot. I learned from him how to fucking keep my mouth shut. Like there was one instant where we were getting ready to go to the field. And I was missing the nut flap on my fucking IBA. This is back when we had the
yeah.
So and I didn't get a nut flap, and so Smoke Normal was like, "Who missing this and something from their IBA?" And I was about to raise my hand. My chief looked at me like, "You better not say shit." I kept my mouth shut. I just kept my mouth shut. I don't know why, but he told me not to say a goddamn thing. He'll take care of it. You good to go? So.
Hey.
Oh man, good fucking times, y'all. Did we get all the census?
Yeah,
it's 5, right? There's no 6.
Psychic. Oh, the 6 cents. Let's talk about the 6 cents, y'all. Let's talk about that fucking the 6 cents. What 6 cents that you have out there in the field, Hunt?
Possibly knowing that mission was going to come down and already kind of putting it in the hand. Hey, let's go ahead and get up on there a little bit. Close to this missioning.
Mm-hmm. How about you, Urena?
Oh man, I don't know. The only thing I could think of was like, fuck, man, just a round just going off accidentally. Like, what would happen? Would I fly out the hatch or something? Oh, but I just went dark. My bad.
Nah, dude, that's what we do, baby. For me, my 6 cents would be Well, just to touch on what you said, we got 3 minutes to touch on what you said, Hunt. I learned from a certain staff sergeant in Korea named really oversized ears, Rose. This motherfucker taught me how to go into the AFCS or PDFCS now and change the 0.5 seconds on when the mission comes down. So once I learned that you could get the mission 0.5 seconds earlier than everybody else, oh, I took that secret with me, baby.
Man, Tank was doing that shit. That's why Tank was always shooting first. That's why Tank always shot first. Tank knew how to do that shit.
See, I didn't know how to do that shit. Once I learned that trick, though, boom, it's gone, baby. But I would say my sixth sense would come along in the what's that shit called? SI, your sensitive items. Always checking on sensitive items, man. Because some dumbass would always leave their motherfucking M4 or M16 in the goddamn porter shitter. Where you coming from, Sock Lucy? The Porter John? Where's your weapon at? Fuck! Gotta go grab that shit. Shit. And then they got mad when we dummy corded them on it. Gentlemen, this has been a great fucking conversation with y'all today, man. Hopefully YouTube won't censor my ass. But yeah, man. Y'all got anything y'all want to leave? Oh, I shared the fucking you got 2 minutes. How did it go in Vegas?
It was amazing. Once again, we had like 100 more than 100 people in Vegas walking up and down the strip, 8 miles and stuff from like 8 o'clock to like 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Good time, good people, great cause. It was like, I'm ready for the next one. Like,
Fort Worth is in April. I'm signing up for Fort Worth, April.
Oh, there's already a list for next year?
Yeah, I went out to it on irreverentwarriors.com. It's already been shared on the Facebook. Make sure y'all go check it out. It's a good fucking cause, y'all. And I'll wear those skinny ass silkies. And there's one in April for Fort Worth, and then in October will be San Antonio.
I think that's from this last year, man.
Okay.
Just right track. Just make sure people check the dates and stuff, because the next one's in Puerto Rico in February.
All right, I ain't going to motherfucking Puerto Rico.
It's $110, man. It ain't bad,
bro. I can't fucking leave the goddamn state. I can't even leave the county. That's another story for another day.
I go to Puerto Rico. What?
I'd look it up, man. It's $150 at least from Atlanta. $150 round trip.
Oh, that's not bad.
Dude, I'll go and bum it on the beach. Shit.
The hotels aren't expensive either, man. It's Puerto Rico. It's cheap, and you don't need a passport because it's a U.S. territory. It's a good time.
Ooh. We're gonna lead off with this, ladies and gentlemen. Should Puerto Rico become a fucking state? Yes or no? Yes. Let us know. I want fucking answers. We'll talk about this on the next episode of the Gunline Podcast. Gentlemen, thanks for being on here. Rounds complete. Intermission. Gunline out. Red Leg Woodwork, Custom Woodworks. Go check them out. redlegcustomwoodworks.com. Bye, motherfuckers.
L'chaim.
I can't stop this shit. Fuck. Oh, there it is.
Edit.